Happy Memorial Day. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're still feeling better, eating well, and feeling stronger. Marion said you were, and I hope that's still going on for you. Last time I talked to you, we talked about Peachtree Boulevard and my memories there, and so today I thought I would talk a little bit about Hanover Avenue, where we moved when I was about 10 and a half. One thing I bet you don't know is that our parents first looked at a house on Battersea Road in Ocean View, just a half a block away from Donnie. And to this day, I believe that if we had moved to that house instead, that probably Donnie would have viewed me as his sister's annoying friend, and I wouldn't have gone out on a date with him and married him. So that's pretty cool. But our parents rejected Battersea Road because they said that house was it needed too much work. It was too beat up, and that's kind of amusing considering what we did to the house on Hanover Avenue. But what I really loved when we first moved there was how many kids there were. There were so many kids, and I made so many friends, and to this day, 5 or 6 of those people I met in Larchmont are still some of my best friends. We still get together about 2 or 3 times a year and have a lot of fun, and I bet you have some friends like that too. I remember we had the Smiths down the street. Bill was a year older than you and Walt, and I'm sure you played with them and lots of other kids in the neighborhood, and I'm sure you have fond memories of that. That was a very, very cool house. We used to love to sneak down in the basement and look at all the things that the former owners had left behind. There were piles of records and letters and all kinds of cool stuff. I don't know what happened to it all, but we loved looking at it, and that was fun. The 3rd floor was where the girls were for a few years. It was kind of like a dormitory room up there, and I guess when some of us got older and moved out or moved to other rooms, then you boys got the 3rd floor, and I think you all had a lot more fun up there than we did because, if I remember, you guys kind of trashed the 3rd floor. There were a few holes in the walls and things like that. Not to mention that chandelier down in the entranceway. My goodness, I think you all took the bottom layer of the crystals off playing football in the hallway when you were not supposed to. But it was a beautiful house. I remember Dad built a dining room table so we could all sit in the dining room and eat dinner together. At least I think most of us fit in there. And that's pretty amazing to have 13 people sit down and eat dinner together, even though the food was really not very good because it was often burnt. But, you know, that wasn't the important thing. There were, like, I don't know if you remember, there were fireplaces in almost every room downstairs, and I do believe they were coal-burning fireplaces. I don't think you could burn wood in them, so we didn't use them, but they were still pretty. And there was one room that had a picture made out of inlaid wood above it, and I know Donnie and I posed in front of that picture for one of our wedding pictures that we still have. And of course that mirror was breathtaking. I don't remember how tall it was. One thing I remember about it, well, I remember that Mom and Dad sold that house to Nancy Chandler for $60,000, and then the people that moved in got that mirror appraised, and I do believe they found out the mirror itself was worth $60,000. So I don't think Mom and Dad did very well with the sale of that house, but too late now. We never, as far as I can remember, we never had any animals that lived with us in the house, but I think there was a cat or 2 that lived in the backyard or lived in that little cold room pantry. I don't remember their names, but I'm sure that other people do. I remember when I lived on the 3rd floor, I had a sleepover once, and we did something crazy. We climbed out the window and walked around in the gutters, and it is just amazing to me that nobody got hurt or got killed doing that. And I'm sure you have some memories of that too. Like, for example, I know you boys used to go and do things under the porch. Some of them weren't very legal. There were some fires, but everybody survived, so that's okay. So those are just a few of the things I remember about Hanover, and I hope you have a lot of fond memories of that place too, and I hope you continue doing well, and I hope I see you soon. I miss you and I love you. Bye.